welcome back to Eagles Exclusive. Today we're here with Mr. Watkins, one of the co-coaches of the eSports team, and today we're going to be asking him some questions about what goes on with that. So, have you always been a gamer?
Yeah, for most of my life I have been. Started out on small PCs and then got into consoles and everything as I was growing up, so yeah.
For sure. So I'm assuming, are you a console guy or a PC guy?
You have to play on both.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what games you want to play. I mean, console wars are real, but at the same time, you want to play the new Spider-Man, you got to play on PlayStation.
Exactly.
You want to play anything, Halo, you got to play on Xbox. So PC, you got better games too. So.
Speaking about games, what's your favorite game of all time?
Oh, that's rough. I was always, growing up, more of a RPG gamer, so I played a lot of the Final Fantasy series, anything with Baldur's Gate, and then also Oblivion and Skyrim. I got a lot. Switch, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. I have way too many hours into both of those. So.
So back to more of the team, how do you train students to be better gamers?
So my focus is pretty much on the Super Mario Brothers Smash team. A lot of that is a lot of watching videos, pro players and everything. They have things called frame data for each of it, so it shows you how your characters hit, what moves they have, how fast it'll come out. It lets you actually line up how and where to hit somebody else when you're playing against them. So
yeah. So how do tournaments work for esports tournaments?
So most of the tournaments are going to be set up right now by other colleges and everything. We're looking at trying to set up local tournaments with other high schools and everything, but with esports being as new as it is, they're spread. They're few and far between. So.
Yeah. So how long are the seasons and when do they begin?
So our seasons are fall and spring. The fall season we started this year for the first time in September, and playoffs and championships will go the end of November into December.
Okay. So what are the game titles that are available for competition right now?
Right now the team is playing Super Smash Brothers and Rocket League. Our league, the MHSEL, offers a few more games. So there's like Madden, NBA 2K, Mario Kart, Overwatch, and Splatoon, Hearthstone, and I think that might be it. But we're trying to expand as much as we can.
So I got one more question. Does your gaming chair impact how you play?
Your gaming chair. I mean, your posture means everything. So, as from a coaching standpoint, it lets me know how players are playing. If you start getting angry and you're leaning forward or you're leaning back. But the chair itself, if you're not comfy, you're not going to be able to play well. So it does matter.
You heard it here, folks. Gaming chairs are important. So thank you very much for coming out, Mr. Watkins.
You're very welcome.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Eagles Exclusive. Today we're here with Mr. Montney, one of the other co-coaches for the Heartland eSports team, and today we're going to be asking him some questions about it. So, have you always been a gamer?
Oh yeah, for sure. I started playing on the Super Nintendo back in the day. That's what my dad had at the house, and he raised me to be playing all types of games from an early age. So
are you a PC or console type of guy?
I grew up having lots of different consoles, but as I got into high school, I started building my own computers. So I'd probably say PC Master Race for the win.
I agree. What is your favorite game of all time?
Favorite game of all time? I think I have the most hours into Spider-Man on PS4. But Rocket League and Baldur's Gate are definitely two of my favorites too.
You excited for Spider-Man 2 to come out?
I have been putting so many hours into it over the weekend.
I might have to buy a PS5 just to try it out.
It was a $600 game for me.
So how do you train students to be better gamers?
Well, we start with definitely trying to instill a lot of sportsmanship. I know that a lot of those gaming communities can be really toxic, and so we try to make sure that our kids are really playing at a good level, but also being very sportsmanlike. But also, what we do for practices, we try to make sure that they are at high levels of communication, and we analyze pro comms, because you can go on YouTube and you can look up at like RLCS comms for Rocket League, and so we look at different pro players' comms and different ways that they are communicating on the field, and it's been good for us so far.
So I understand esports right now is kind of a niche topic, so we're kind of a little curious. How do tournaments work for esports?
We just went to our first tournament and we won. We took home the first ever Fiber Cup belt on Saturday. And yeah, so how it worked for that is it's kind of a interesting format. Usually you go and you've got your standard brackets, you know, your 16, your 32, 64, whatever. But you've got lots of different people that are there checking you out and watching everything, looking at your streams and stuff like that to see how well you're playing. And it's tough to find them these days because esports is so new that finding anything, we had to go all the way to Southwestern Michigan College for a tournament for Rocket League.
So these tournaments pretty big once you get there?
Yeah, we had about, I think there were 16 schools there, but then there was a bunch of schools that had applied to be in there that didn't get in. So it was pretty cool.
So how long are the seasons and when do they begin?
Season for esports is fall 23 this year, and then we've got a spring 24 coming up next year. Fall goes from September to early December, and then spring goes from February to early May.
Very cool. So what game titles are available and what ones do you guys plan to add?
Game titles, we've got Rocket League, Super Smash Bros., we've got Splatoon, we've got Madden, NBA 2K. We're looking to add Overwatch in the spring, and we're looking to add, we can also do League of Legends, and I think that's it, yeah.
So I'm aware of the fact you can get scholarships for esports now. How does this work for students trying to get into it or try to receive a scholarship for esports?
Oh, for sure. We've already got some players that are being looked at for scholarships. We've got people that are being looked at from Michigan State, Ferris. We've got Eastern Michigan, and lots of different other scholarship opportunities at different colleges. What I'd say is a lot of schools are just starting these. I know Michigan State just started offering it as a varsity level sport, and so they're pretty much, if you're interested, they're going to come after you, and if you're good, they're going to come after you even harder. So getting into the space is one thing, and then showing off your skills is another. But then there's also scholarships available just for doing stuff like you're doing, doing stuff like shoutcasting, your broadcasting type of stuff, like the person you hear on TV when you're watching a sporting event, different types of production and social media. There's tons of scholarships out there for that.
Wow. So I have one last question for you. We already asked Mr. Watkins this, and we got his answer. So does the gaming chair affect how you game?
Oh, for sure.
For sure?
Oh, for
okay.
sure. Yeah, if you're not comfy, you're not playing right.
Oh, exactly. Well, thank you very much. Very, very nice talk to you.
Hello. We're back with Lincoln Deman on the Heartland eSports team. So Lincoln, what games did you play growing up?
Mostly Rocket League and Rainbow Six Siege. That was my forte.
Nice, nice. So coming into a tournament, how do you prepare?
As a team, we practice together. At home, we practice by ourselves, but mostly we run three-mans where you verse other teams.
Nice, nice. So I know you're a big gamer. PC or console?
PC definitely takes it for me. Better FPS, better quality, and it's just more enjoyable.
So with the PC, what is your favorite game to play of all time?
Definitely Rocket League. I've put a lot of time into it, over 3,000 hours.
Holy.
Yeah.
So with those 3,000 hours, what did you place in your last tournament?
We placed first place overall. It was, I'm not gonna lie, the competition was not there, but we won as a team, and it was a great feeling.
First place. Good to see you.